Gang, we're back. This time, we're taking a short break from our Odyssey. Why? Because real life happens. And you know what happens when real life happens? You know what I like to do? I like to pull out a zero prep game, because that's my style. Some of you maybe have seen Beyond the Wall, one of my favorites. If not, go watch it. It's a fun thing. Today, we're not beyond the wall. Well, maybe we are. We'll find out. But today, we're going to play the browsing game of You Are the Dungeon. Because we're playing it as a group, we are the dungeon. Liz, you're the dungeon. Soup, you're the dungeon. Andy, even you're the dungeon. Everybody's the dungeon today.
Oh, it was the dungeon all along.
You're the dungeon, and you're the dungeon.
That's right. You Are the Dungeon is a fun little game by an individual named Tracy Barnett. Tracy's got Patreon and stuff up on DriveThruRPG, and they seem like a cool person. So go check out their stuff. But today, we are the dungeon. Let me do the blurb. Tracy's done a nice job with this. It says that we exist on the margins of what they call civilization. We are brooding, tempting, and insatiable. Sounds like how I wake up every morning. We call to those brave or foolhardy enough to explore our blasphemous depths. And they leave with our treasure, sure, but they also leave with a hook buried inside of their souls. They'll never forget us. They'll never be free of us, and they'll never be clean again. Okay. So here's how this thing's going to work. We're going to start out with, this is all just a big, fun, storytelling, collaborative thing. We're going to find out what kind of dungeon we are. We're going to do a little intro section of what our past is like, what our beginning is. That'll give us something to sort of seed with and grow upon, whatever's in our collective brains. And then, once we figure out sort of what we are and where we started from, as a dungeon, we'll go through cycles of what's called forays and fallows. So forays is I will help you all seed some things about people that come to visit us as the dungeon. And we learn about them and we learn about what their fates are. And we come up with what that is. And then we go into the fallows, which is basically times where we attract new inhabitants. We expand our boundaries, right? And we continue to sort of morph and grow and become whatever it is that we become. Fair enough?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Okay. So, what I need to start is a volunteer.
Me, sure.
Ooh. Start with you. What was our original form?
Oh no. Now I volunteered to be put on the spot. No.
What'd you think you were doing?
No pressure, Snoop. You know, you could come up with anything. It could be anything.
Oh, I thought maybe I'd be rolling a dice or something.
Well, not quite yet. So we have to come up with. I mean, you know, because it's just whatever's. I mean, you could pass. You could just be like, "Hey, Andy, what do you think?"
I'll remember that if you do it, though.
Andy will remember this.
Soup will be the final arbiter of this question, but you can feel free to collect ideas from all of us as players. So they have some suggestions here just to get the juices flowing. Warehouse, barracks, castle, temple. It could be anything. It's, come up with whatever your heart desires.
Okay.
What was our original form?
What was our original form? Okay. Well, we could go for, a classic like cave or, a hideout. Maybe we could do like a more interesting spin on that. Maybe like a sea cave. That might be
Sea
kind of
cave.
cool.
Okay.
Or, you know, maybe we were a cellar underneath a shop. That's pretty classic. Maybe got some giant rats down there.
We can go with any of those. What do you think?
I don't know. What does the group think of those ideas I've proposed? Maybe a shop cellar that leads to a sea cave.
Okay. All right. So there's a sea
Yeah,
cave.
yeah, very Secrets of Saltmarsh. I like it.
Yeah. There's a sea cave that is attached to a shop cellar.
Is he like the guy who gets things off of vans, and that the like all his goods just wash up onto the cave?
Yeah.
Salvage rights.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is covered in blood. I salvaged it.
Liz, since you asked, the next question is, who was responsible for our creation?
Yeah, I guess if we're going with the sea cave attached to a shop, I would guess it would be the owner of the shop.
Okay. Tell me more about this owner of the shop. What do they sell?
All sorts of goods of him being a shady guy who gets things off of vans. You
It's
know,
like a pawn shop.
yeah, pawn shop, general store,
Okay.
sells lots of designer jeans.
You said it's a he. What's this guy's name?
Wade
Wade.
Dimbleby.
Wade sounds appropriate, being this thing's attached to a sea cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wade.
He's born for it.
Wade Dimbleby?
Yes.
Of Dimblebee's jeans, you know.
Designer jeans.
Designer jeans.
Only nice thing in the shop is these.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so the owner of the pawn shop set up this pawn shop, Wade Dimbleby. He set up this pawn shop, and he built it, and he built the cellar in such a way that it attached to this natural sea cave. Andy, what evil took root in our heart?
Capitalism.
Apart from capitalism,
Okay, right. That's sort of assumed. I gotcha.
which could be metaphorically.
Let's see. So, like, okay. Does that mean like what evil kind of took over the cave?
Yeah. However you want to interpret it. What evil took over this sea cave plus pawn shop
Release your inner warlock.
that really
Yes.
brought it maybe not even so much physically, but like from a true sense into more of what outsiders would consider, oh, that's, you don't want to go in there, that's a dungeon, that's a place where bad things happen.
Maybe a sea hag then. Maybe.
Oh, a sea hag showed up.
And whether or not Wade
Right.
is like her pawn or something, maybe we can.
So
Drawn in by those designer jeans.
so
Cursed jeans.
The legend of the cursed jeans.
does Wade wear skinny jeans? Is that what's going on?
I can't get them off. They're bonded to me.
And that's what the sea hag's into? It's like, look at that fine Dimbleby.
He's got a good pair of pins.
Okay, so a sea hag shows up. So what went down when the sea hag showed up? Because the last question of the beginnings is, what foul being first heeded the call of our curse? I'm thinking it was the sea hag is what it sounds like, because it sounds like she's taking up residence here. But I want to know what actually went down. Everybody can collaborate on this. The sea hag showed up. Wade's running the shop upstairs, right?
And she said squatters' rights. and buried herself deep in the sea cave.
Yeah, or maybe like she was like, yeah, like her lair was already there, and Wade, like while exploring, is just like, "Oh, you live here?" And she's like, "I do, and now this is mine. Thank you for bringing me all these shipments of skinny jeans, designer skinny jeans."
Yeah, maybe there was some salvage that went a little bit further back into the sea cave than Wade has normally been, and that's where he discovered her.
What's the sea hag's name?
Random sea hag name generator.
Sure.
There's gotta be one, right?
Oh no, hag. I want hag. I don't care about ocean names.
Could be an ocean name.
How about Krabby Cleo Pigwoggle?
Wow. Is crabby like an adjective, or is that?
It looked, yeah. I mean, this every hag has an adjective in front of it, so
Yeah.
I like that usually. But
Krabby Cleo?
Krabby
Came
Cleo.
up with? Yeah. Okay. So let me get this right before we move on. Krabby Cleo shows up. Wade stumbles upon her in the depths of the cave, and they're just like they're a joint force now.
You figure if it's a sea hag, she might want to start like a side business of cursed clothing that she can give out to
Oh.
adventurers and things like that.
Okay. All right.
I like it.
And Wade just kind of has to go along with it because what's Wade gonna do?
Yeah, what's Wade gonna do?
Right.
Yeah.
He sells them. You remember
The
that?
only
What was that
thing-
Rick and Morty episode where Summer goes to work for basically the devil selling cursed items?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
It's like that.
The only
Okay.
thing not cursed are these prices.
Okay. So normally, now that we've got our beginnings, right?
Mhm.
Wade's pawn shop and Krabby Cleo's sea cave and the cursed goods. Normally, this is where, like, if we were physically together or there was an easier way to do this, we would do some joint visuals, right? We would get together and like draw some of these things. But we can use a little theater of the mind. Maybe I'll do a little sketch on the side. Maybe you guys can do some sketches on the side if you want to.
You
What
do
I'm
have
gonna
a
ask
whiteboard
is-
behind you.
I mean,
I'll draw. You don't want me to do that, but I'll draw. No, we'll save our viewers' sanity. It's like, what part of Cthulhu did that come out of?
non-Euclidean horror. What is this?
Okay, so here's where we start to come up with, we define what our boundaries are, right? And what the game encourages us to do is to not make it complex. Remember that this wickedness is often simple in its allure, is what it recommends. And we'll also be continually changing these boundaries and growing them, and things will happen, I imagine, as we go here. So I'm going to ask each of you to come up with an idea about the shop, the cellar, the sea cave. We've got some stuff to work with. Pick out boundaries or points of interest or things that are in this sort of enclave, this collective dungeon that we are.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll ask for somebody to go first.
See, now I've already gone first, so now I feel like one of you two should go.
I'll
first.
go.
Oh,
I'll go first.
Go, Andy, go.
Perhaps the sea cave is hidden behind a waterfall, as if it were a Zelda game.
Okay. Okay, cool. You've got the cave. Is the waterfall, like, is it named, or is it just some just random off on the side sea waterfall?
I was going to say Hag Falls. Wade should have known, but no.
The signs were all there. Literally, there were signs pointing
A
that
hag
said
lives
hag.
here.
Hag Falls.
Krabby Cleo lives here. Her mailbox is right out front.
No solicitors. No, I think it's probably not a named waterfall. I think it would just be
Yeah, just a waterfall,
Yeah.
and it conceals the cave.
yes.
Okay. All right, cool. I like it. Liz, what do you think? You got any ideas?
My main concern is all the cute, horrible critters that you could either kill or befriend while in the cave.
Okay. So there's a bunch of critters in the cave.
Yes.
Is there one particular critter that you think is like dominant more than other critters?
I feel like crabs are a big thing. Different, varied species of crabs to go along with Krabby Cleo.
Maybe she's not grumpy. She's just literally
Just full of
just
just
full of
crabs.
So many. She really loves crabs.
Just like crabs.
Are they? What kind of crabs are they? Like just like normal crabs? Are these like giant crabs? Are they just like?
Crabs
I-
of varying sizes.
crabs are varying sizes. You have the normal crabs that carry around knives. You have the crabs that
Yep.
Knives? Okay.
you have those. What was it? Speaking of the new Pokemon, that big giant crab that's apparently just in the game for some reason.
Okay.
Giant enemy crab. All right.
Giant enemy
It's
crab.
almost like these are the rats of like other dungeons where there's varying types and sizes, and there could be swarms of them, and yeah. Okay. Soup.
Maybe there's lots of like glowy bits all around the cave, like glowing algae and stuff like that you don't need like a torchlight or anything. It's kind of got some natural ambience to it.
Okay. There's eerie glowing algae. There's all kinds of crabs. There's Krabby Cleo. There's a waterfall that conceals the cave. All right. I'm cool with that. All right, so the one that I want to add that I want some input on is what connects the cellar and the cave? Is it like a hidden thing? Is it like
Yeah, maybe very Zelda like. There's
Another
there's some
waterfall.
crates.
you have to push the crates out of the way?
Just in the shop, it's just a waterfall.
Oh, there's another waterfall in the shop.
Down in the cellar. It was a burst pipe at one point. But,
Right,
now
this is
it's
a
evolved.
feature
They
now.
just left
No,
it.
Is it like the Rainforest Cafe? There's just like a whole wetland like just off to the side.
Nobody questions.
I'm sorry, Cece, though. You were saying.
No, that's better. Never mind. That's the better idea. I was just gonna say some crates and like a crack in the wall, but that's so much better.
But instead we got a Rainforest Cafe. There's almost there's a little restaurant that's run out of the cellar. That's where capitalism has reared its ugly head.
Amaranth in chat says a trap door, and I would think it would be funny if it's a trap door in the waterfall. Like this is such a pain in the ass. Like all my jeans are getting wet.
That's how they get skinny. Have you ever put
Yeah,
jeans
you put them on and then
water?
you that's how you sculpt jeans to fit. You get them in the tub. I don't wear jeans. I don't like jeans, but I'm told.
So you have to go through the waterfall in the Rainforest Cafe in the rainforesty part. You got to go through the waterfall and then you end up into the cave.
Yes.
Yes.
So there's no way you're not getting wet to get into the
Correct.
cave of this. Yeah.
It's a
right.
very moist shop.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
There's mold everywhere.
Alright.
It's a real problem.
Right.
That's one of the monsters you have to fight. Black molds.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the
All right. For
true
fear of
darkness
coming up
creeping
with any more ideas, we're going to move on. Okay. All right. So we've defined our first boundaries. We've got some interesting things in here. Now we're going to go into our first foray. So, whispers of our existence and the treasures that we hold, and the foul corruption at our core, mostly capitalism, they've
And black mold.
incensed, and black mold, yeah. They've incensed the local population. And so, those motivated by all manner of desires, it could be faith, greed, bravery, daring, whatever, lust, treachery, they've all gathered and they are going to seek to discover the blasphemous secrets at our heart. I have a feeling they might be disappointed if they get there, but this is where I need another volunteer to roll the die.
I guess since I have not yet volunteered, I will volunteer.
Liz, would you roll a d10 and add 3 to it, please? This will-
Math.
This will tell us the number of people that are in this party.
Well, I rolled a 7 plus 3 is 10.
10. All right, we've got 10 people, a party of 10, coming to enter our dungeon. They're coming to enter us. Literally, they're coming to enter what we've created.
It's okay.
Right.
They've only got one session before everybody's, got varying schedules and plans. They'll never make it all the way
Right,
through.
or it's like a 1E party, so they're half of them are retainers or NPCs.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's. I tell you what. So here's how we're going to do it. This is how it'll work. So I've got a website up where I can pull a tarot card that tells us a little bit about each person as we go.
Mhm.
And then what I'm going to ask you each to do is to roll a d10 and then another d10, and fate style, we're going to find out a little bit about the person and a little bit about an event, and you can add more context to it. You can leave it as it is, right? This is where we'll drop some of these seeds in and we'll let our minds go crazy. We're going to repeat that for every adventurer. And then once we get to the end, we're going to figure out how many of these brave yet foolhardy individuals actually made it out of us alive. And of the ones that did and of the ones that didn't, we can come up with a little bit more detail around their fate. So, since Liz rolled, Andy, Sue, who do we want to start with for the first adventure? Andy, you look like you're ready.
I'll go first. I'm roll, and you
Okay.
said 2d10 this time, right?
Yeah, so let me draw the card first. So I drawed a Page of Pentacles. And Page of Pentacles is a hopeless chorister.
One who chorists.
I have no idea what that is.
Let's Google it real fast.
Let's Google that, yeah.
Chorister?
A
a member of a choir. A choister,
No.
I guess. I still would not have
I don't know how
done.
you pronounce it. Is that how, no, it is chorister.
Chorister?
Yeah, but it's a member of
Chorister. A
choir.
member of a
Oh,
choir.
especially a child or young person singing the treble part. Oh, so it's just a little kid.
It's a kid's
Andy.
birthday
Oh,
party.
good. Oh, no. Okay, let's see how I murder them.
Okay, so a couple of things we need to figure out, Andy, about this little young choir person. You're gonna have to come up with a name, and you're gonna have to roll what their fate is. So, however you want to do that,
Fate of the child is in your hands, no pressure.
I rolled two
No problem.
ones. That can't be good.
Oh, 2 1s. Okay, so with your first roll of a 1, the events that happen, this comes from the temptations of the depths. Just to get you in the right mindset, the right mood. Temptations of the depths. And the number 1 on that table is discovering a vase from a long dead civilization.
Okay. What
I
kind
think the kid's
Go ahead, Liz.
gonna turn into a warlock.
My immediate reaction was from a long dead civilization. That's just how Wade's labeled it.
Okay, so Andy, do we have a name yet for our young choir person?
Brave Benny.
Brave Benny.
Oh, he's so brave.
He's so brave.
Okay.
The
And
way he
Brave
gets out on
Benny,
stage and just belts it out. It's so brave.
what's the deal with this vase from the long dead civilization? Do you just
Uh,
want to leave it at that, or do you want to add any context to it, or what do you think?
it's got to be cursed. I feel like it's cursed. I feel like everything's cursed as established.
The only thing not cursed are these prices.
But I also like the idea, as CC suggested, that it's from a long dead civilization. It's like a made in like the next town over stamp on the bottom. It's just like I don't think this is. It's a reproduction.
Right. Okay. All right, so Benny just has a supposedly long dead civilization cursed vase. All right.
So what kind of kid doesn't love vases?
Yeah, no, that's great. I'm just going to go counterclockwise in my screen. So, Soup, go with you next. Let's see who number 2 in the party is. The 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles. Oh, an Adept Apprentice. Lots of young people in this group so far.
An apprentice, you say?
An Adept Apprentice, yeah.
An adept apprentice.
So, if you could roll a d10 and a d10 for me.
Okay, I got a 1 and a 2.
Okay, so a 1 is also Temptations from the Depths.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2 is Unearthing a Chalice from a God of Sorrow.
It's got to be some warlock shit, right?
Not
So-
everything's about warlock, CC.
Yes, it is. Just warlocks all the way down.
It's, oops, all warlocks.
So this is an origin story for all these people. They're all going to become warlocks of various types and
I mean,
Yeah.
it's shaping up to be just definitely a kid's birthday party that got lost in the rainforest cafe.
okay. Yeah, they were all like having fun. They went over to the rainforesty part. There's the waterfall. Oh, what's behind this? Oh, look, I found this vase. Oh, look, here's a chalice.
Oh look, there's deadly encounters.
What is the Adept Apprentice's name, Cece?
The adept apprentice is looking at fantasy name generator. Let's go with Brolboth Single Spear.
God, okay. Both single spear. All right.
Mhm.
Anything else? Any other context you want to add about this chalice that Brolboth finds?
So
I'm wondering
kind
what the god of sorrow is. Is that like a modern day god? Is that an ancient, long forgotten god that's been released upon the world again?
so that's definitely how it's being sold to them, is that it's this long lost god from this long lost civilization. What it is in actuality is just the drink that Brolboth ordered, and some of the glowing algae mold stuff got into it, and so now it's
Okay.
like glowing out of the bottom of it, so it makes it look all mysterious and magical and cursed.
right.
Ooh.
So I recently took a birthday trip and we went to Epcot for a couple of days, and there was like a magical 50th anniversary drink or something, and it was like a lit up ice cube that was dropped.
Yeah, it's like that.
So it's basically, here's your algae stuck on the bottom of the chalice and it makes it all glow. Okay.
Maybe it's like
God.
also like fogging a bit out of it and adds to it,
Oh, okay, sure. It's like yeah. All right. Wow, what an interesting birthday party so far here at the Sea Cave, at the Rainforest Cafe. All right, Liz, let's see what the third one is for you. The Six of Cups. And that is Cups. 6. Oh, a rejoicing sailmaker.
Ooh. Okay. I rolled a 7 and a 0. I guess that's a 10.
Yeah, 7 and a 10. Okay. 7 is, the category is called diminishing returns. Not those kind of returns. It's not somebody bringing something back to the shop. I don't know, maybe it is. Let's find out. 7 and a 10. Oh, a set of finely made lead coins.
Oh. I'm gonna guess this is one of the overworked parents of the
Okay.
either the chorus kid or the adept apprentice.
Okay. This could
Or
be
The adult chaperones.
I was gonna say, are the coins just like for the Chuck E. Cheese like games that you can win tickets to get stuff off the prize wall?
It's like Wade was gonna do like a little scavenger hunt for like a kid's for the kid's birthday party, and the parents just collecting them just to get like their monies back.
What's our rejoicing sailmaker's name, Liz?
I'm gonna go with Bram Single Spear. I'll make them the apprentice's dad.
Okay. Graham Singlespear. All right. Mr. Singlespear. Okay, cool. All right, Andy, back to you. Person number 4. The 8 of Pentacles. Let's see what we have for you. Oh, a passionate forger.
Like someone who forges documents or works a forge.
Both.
Oh, okay.
That, sir, is up to you.
He forges the pens that he forges documents with.
I definitely made these.
Yeah.
I definitely made them. I didn't order them.
He's looking at that vase like, oh yeah.
I could forge that.
You want to roll your dice and see what event happens to our passionate
Yeah, let's.
forger?
So I got a 3 and a 9.
Okay. A 3, horrible beauties. And a 9, a vibrant flower with delicate blooms.
So a horrible, beautiful flower.
Mm-hmm. Well, I imagine all manner of flower grow in the Rainforest Cafe.
Some of them may be poisonous or venomous.
What's our passionate forger's name?
Let's say it's. I don't know why this is the first name. Stephanie.
Just Stephanie.
Stephanie
Yeah.
Singlespear. It's Bram's wife.
Okay.
Whole family.
Okay, so the entire Singlespear clan came. All right. So what I'm also thinking is because we got vibrant flower, maybe instead of like forger it's forager, but maybe it's just a localism, right? It's like a
Right.
a
Yeah,
forger.
they drop a full syllable. That's
that's right.
definitely something very Pennsylvanian, yeah. Or add syllables. My mom
Yes.
says I run. That's not how you say that word.
Yeah, so she likes plants, and thus she was attracted to these vibrant flowers that are growing in the cellar at the Rainforest Cafe. All right. Cece. King of Swords. Oh. A trustworthy Cooper.
A Cooper? Like
A
somebody who coops chickens?
barrel maker.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You tried barreling chickens. It did not work out.
Oh.
Turns out they don't like it.
That's next dungeon over.
Now I got all these leftover barrels. What else am I gonna do? Guess
Yeah.
now I become the barrel guy.
Okay, you want to roll for your trustworthy Cooper?
Yeah. 2 and 2.
Oh, okay. Delights from the ruins. Number 2 is sharing a feast with your fellows. I think we've
Birthday
already
dinner.
established that, but it's nice whenever the random fiction seeds match up with the ideas that are happening. Okay. Do we have a name for the trustworthy Cooper?
Let's go with Fred Skullhorn.
Okay.
Oh, Fred.
Fred Skullhorn. All right, so Fred's there. I have a feeling that we're starting the new Skullhorn family here as well, but okay. Liz, let's see what you come up with. 2 of Cups. There's the cups, there's the 2. Oh, a stalwart wanderer.
Oh. I rolled another 10 and a 2.
10. The stuff of endless nightmares. It's like a section of the Rainforest Cafe down there. And a 2. Their mouth fills with extra teeth.
Ugh.
Jeez.
Cool. Colin's
You can
great.
provide some context around that if you'd like, but we also need a name for our stalwart wanderer.
Buddy Smith.
Buddy Smith. Okay.
we think they're related to one of the families here, but it's like just kind of showed up. We think they're a cousin.
A stalwart wanderer just kind of wandered, and
Yeah.
we think it's a cousin. What's the mouth with extra teeth?
I'm gonna say Buddy has a perchance for picking up skulls.
Okay.
So he's got they have like a lot of extra teeth just laying around.
Okay. So skull.
Maybe you got it
collector.
off the prize wall.
Yeah.
Mhm. Buddy's obviously here for the skull collecting. It's kind of like the pins of this, the pins of this region, right? Instead of collecting and trading pins, Buddy's part of the skull group. Okay.
I mean, if the dungeon's cursed and a lot of people get lost in their ways, probably just like, okay, I need prizes for my wall.
I'm also thinking that the Sea Hag maybe came up with one of the menu items for the Rainforest Cafe, and it was like teeth shaped, like, appetizer bits. They're like chocolate covered popcorn, but they're made to like. So it gets a mouth full of extra teeth. I don't know. All right, Andy. 3 of Swords. That is a restless cut purse.
Okay, they've accidentally joined. They thought it was like a regular tour group, and they kind of okay. Well, I'm gonna. Oh, it's a bunch of kids.
It's a party. They're going to the cellar.
God damn it! Why do you have all these teeth? I got a 10 and a 1.
Okay, the stuff of endless nightmares. An ever-present shadow filled with eyes.
Okay.
Care to elaborate on that, or add a name for our restless cut purse?
Gonna throw back to a very old thing, Shady Steve.
Shady Steve. Okay.
and it's an endless horror of a shadow of eyes. What is it?
Yeah, an endless
Is it,
shadow
is it all
filled
the
with eyes.
is it all the crabs peering from behind the waterfall?
I love it. Yes, yes, it is.
They just want to be included.
I adore it.
They feel left out.
I can't see. Move.
Or they're like servers at a restaurant just waiting for the people to leave so that they can pick off all the uneaten stuff afterwards.
They're the bus boys.
Yes!
Well, now we just got to collect these
Oh.
teeth.
Nice. Oh. All right, let's see. Number 8.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the Hierophant. All right, so there's a tenacious magistrate.
Oh. 8's all the way down.
Oh, okay.
8's across the board.
All right, let's see. 8, all that glitters. And 8, a necklace of copper. A necklace of copper wolf teeth.
More teeth.
They really were going through a teeth phase right now. It's the seasonal teeth event. It's just everything teeth.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we have a name for our tenacious magistrate?
Let's go with Gem Cask.
Gem Cask. Okay. Magistrate. It's like whoever's birthday party it is. They've got some. It's like a political family. I feel like the single spears are.
It's like the rich aunt, you know, that comes
Yeah.
in just
Yeah.
for the, you know, is like, oh, I'll pay for everything. It's fine.
I was thinking
Right.
it was like the school superintendent. It was like, I'm auditing this trip.
Oh,
There's a lot of shady things. You keep taking these kids to this weird C-store.
Why do we keep doing events here?
It's a very poor track record.
oh my God! All right. Queen of Wands. Let's see what we got here. CC, Queen of Wands, or did you just do one?
I just did
Oh,
one.
this is Liz, right? Queen of
Yeah.
Wands. Joyful Steward.
I rolled a 5 and a 10.
Okay. Whispers from the Shadows, and a 10 is a secret that promises eternal bliss.
I think the joyful steward would work for the magistrate,
Okay.
and it's probably either the secret is probably either the hag or Wade, like trying to like poach him from the magistrate.
Oh, they want the steward. Okay.
Yeah,
They're
It's
just
very
so
much-
joyful.
it's very much a head hunting situation.
Okay.
They could use
This is like a school assistant coming with a school superintendent, but Wade and the Sea Hag see value. There's like some inherent evil in the assistant that they're drawn to, and they want to try to poach them.
I was thinking more of like an overworked school assistant who's like, I really need to get out of this bad
Oh,
job. It's like,
okay.
hey, want to come work for us?
Okay. What's the name of our joyful steward?
um, I don't have a thing. Emma.
Emma.
Yeah, Emma.
Okay. All right, last one. We'll share the last one. All right, I pulled the sun. Oh, a chipper bard.
He's gotta
Gotta
have
be
a
the-
bard.
It's got to be the entertainment, right?
Yeah. A clown.
Chuck Entertainment Cheese is his name.
All right, Soup, you roll the first 10, and Liz, you
Okay.
roll the second 10.
Okay.
Got a 4.
I also got a 4.
Hey.
Eee.
All right, 4. Baleful curses.
Oh no.
4. Never feeling hungry or thirsty again.
Oh no. It's a Freddy Fazbear situation.
Andy, we got
Oh.
a chipper bard who's obviously the entertainment,
Okay. Right. Okay.
and we rolled never hungry or never feeling hunger or thirst again.
What sort of horror is this? Okay. Oh, so are they the? I was good. I was about to say, are they the robot Chuck E. Cheese like entertainment?
That's what I
Yeah,
said
okay,
that
good.
He was Charles Entertainment Cheese, and now it's become a Freddy Fazbear situation, though, where he was human and now is trapped within the
Some
suit.
sort of war forged. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the name of our chipper bard, Andy?
Brent.
Brent? Just Brent? That's it?
No, Brent Barry. There we go. That's
Oh, Brent.
Brent?
Brent Barry.
Is that the name of this place? Brent Berries?
Come on now, the
It
Brent
takes
Barrys.
it on after, like Chuck E. Cheese. Brent Berry. All right.
Is it a bear costume that they're wearing?
Oh, okay. Berry. I see. Okay. Those are our 10 adventurers. So, what we need to do is... Liz, how about you roll? I'm going to have you roll a d10, and I want you to use that as the tens digit. So you're going to put a 0 after it. Tell us what you rolled.
I rolled a 9.
9. Okay. So 90% of this party does not make it out of this dungeon.
Jesus Christ! 90%. So one person makes it out.
One person is going to survive this party, and what we have to do as a group is decide which person gets to leave this kid's birthday party, and and what happens to all the other ones.
I guess you have to decide whose birthday is it.
Okay, we can decide whose birthday it is. I imagine it's not one of the two people from the school. Shady Steve just showed up. I don't think it's his birthday,
Yeah,
although I guess it could be.
He glommed on, yeah.
Buddy Smith was just kind of wandered. I mean, he's a wanderer. I don't know. Fred Skullhorn, the Cooper.
Probably the
He was
apprentice,
just there to feast with
since
the party.
since
the
the
apprentice?
apprentice is
His whole family is there.
yeah.
Girlboss
Oh, yeah.
Single Spear. It's their birthday. Okay. Oh, and they're the one that got the glowing chalice. So
Yeah.
they got the special sort of birthday gift. Right? Okay, so are we saying they're the one that gets out of this, or are they
No, no.
for sure because it's their birthday? There, it's like
They're the
that's like
first.
the epicenter. Yeah.
I feel like
Episode.
I feel like the joyful Stewart might be the one to get out because they actually but maybe that's part of it is that they're trapped there forever because now they're working for either the Sea Hag or Wade.
Oh, so they didn't actually die, but they are somebody that is now part of this whole
Yeah.
system of a dungeon we've created. Okay.
I mean, they could also die. It's just that they could be undeadified.
Oh, okay. All right. So we've hired Emma to be part of the staff forever.
Yeah.
It's a forever contract, Emma. It's fine. Okay. So Emma's now part of the undead staff.
Same with Brent Berry, just there
Yeah,
eternally.
yeah. Brent Berry kind of ditto. So which of the other 8 is the one that actually survives the party?
Or maybe the magistrate, so maybe they can go back and be like, yeah, everything's kosher there. Sure, was the deal for them getting out alive or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, I'm very much for the younger single spear getting out, just because that's a very good adventuring backstory.
That's true. That's true.
My family was
Oh,
murdered
okay.
in some sort of Chuck E. Cheese sea cave. It sold knockoff designer jeans.
But look, I got this chalice.
But look at my chalice! I'm gonna sell my
This is
soul.
what I have to remember the event by. Okay.
You get
so,
to keep that. That's a souvenir.
That is a souvenir.
It's full of spider rings.
the
Tiny
Roll Boss
erasers.
Single Spear, whose birthday it was, who got the chalice of a god of sorrow, by the way.
Well,
Which kind
a
of
god
fits.
of sorrow.
Sorry about your luck, buddy, because your whole family's dead.
You want to make some deals to maybe get some magic powers out of it?
Hey, lemons out of lemonade. Wait, however the phrase goes. Give me that soul.
What is it going to take for me to get you into a warlock contract today?
God, 90%.
Nice roll, Liz.
90%. This is Dungeon Crawl Classics. That's what this is.
Hey, Roll Boss
Oh.
Single Spear.
So we
Alright.
just culled down 2 people's full character roster.
Yeah. The kid coming out of this is the wizard who's gonna have a crab arm by the end of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, a Broboth Single Spear escaped intact and in whole, right? And everybody else, no such luck. All right. Now we go into a time of fallow. So that first group is gone, carrying with them, or individually them, the scars and signs of their time in our deceitful chambers. Even death does not erase the marks left upon them. All right, now we're going to answer some questions that redefine our boundaries. And based on the answers to the questions, we can eventually come back to add new rooms or hallways or levels or whatever we're going to add to the dungeon. Okay. So, Soup, let's come back to you. What bright thing was left by the adventurers?
What bright thing?
Yeah, what bright thing? What thing of goodness or of light or of hope?
Oh, okay. Not literally physically bright.
Could be physically bright if you wanted to be.
Gosh. What bright thing would they have left behind?
A few people from the school, at a bard, at a cut purse. The Cooper could have left a barrel.
Free barrel.
They left behind their laughter, which now haunts and echoes throughout the cave.
Oh my god! God. Left behind their laughter. Jesus. All right.
So
Liz.
I was a part of this art group, and we always met at this mostly abandoned mall, where it was mostly just the food court was left, and so they would leave the lights on in the food court for the people that wanted to go to the pizza place and the cookie place that were still left. But there was an old children's section that obviously had not been serviced in a very long time, and there was this machine there that just had children's laughter that would play constantly.
Oh,
And
that
so
is messed up.
imagine a mall that at the center of it is the food court. All the hallways are dark down the edges, and just echoing throughout it is this children's like laughter playing, and that's what we used to meet up in. So I'm imagining like that.
Oh my god. Are we like delving deep into your subconscious with this game,
Yeah.
Soup? Is that what's going on?
I'm processing that memory now.
Oh my lord. Liz, how have we turned this thing's brightness into corrupting shadow?
I mean, I think Soup answered that question.
I think it's kind of obvious. Yeah. God. All of Brolboth's friends that came along that day. The little choir kid. What was the choir kid's name? Brave Benny. Brave Benny's laughter just evilly echoes throughout the Rainforest Cafe. Oh my god. All right. In the years since these adventurers, who or what has taken up residence inside of our desperate passages? Is there anything new? I mean, we already kind of discussed the undead steward, Emma, and the bard, Brent Berry, and their fates. So they're kind of already there. We could leave it at that, or we could add something new. Is there anything else anybody has that they want to add to that?
Maybe some like
Good enough.
hermit crabs have taken up residence in some of the skulls of the last adventurers. So now there's skull crabs.
Okay, skull crabs.
I think Emma, who's making lemons out of lemonade, is doing her job really well. Brings a lot of ambience, a lot of like hanging vines that could reach out and kill you. A lot of just general sort of upkeep and all that.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, the upkeep's helping just the natural progression of all the nasty things that are down there. Okay.
Yeah. Play them
All
up.
right. Okay. What did the new resident or residents add to your structure? We just talked about that. Was there any price that we extracted from them? I think we did extract a price because Emma's undead now.
Also, they still had to pay the bill, so,
Oh yeah, they had pay their bar tab.
Oh, so capitalism rears its ugly head again?
Yeah.
Once again, bad guys capitalism.
Okay.
Debt follows you after death, so,
You send
right,
a
so
bill
now
to
we
their
get
next of
to-
kin. This is how I find out.
All right. Now we get to redefine our boundaries according to our answers. So is each of us gets an opportunity. Is there anything that you want to take and add or grow or change about the dungeon itself?
More waterfalls.
Waterfalls. I'm thinking one of the things that we mentioned is that there's that whole entertainment section. It's like the games and the prizes, right?
hmm
One I want to note down specifically that we have. The Rainforest Cafe kind of grew. I don't know. Any other ideas, thoughts? Any boundaries we want to change or add to?
I think we're just kind of naturally adding to it
Mm-hmm.
as the story evolves, as the lore evolves.
I do say I think we're gonna start getting bad ratings on Fantasy Yelp.
Delver. That's how
Yeah.
you rate dungeons. Is you go to Delver.
Yeah,
It's
more
DLVR.
and more people are going to find out about the party that went down, and
Yeah.
yeah, more folks are going to show up.
I'm gonna post about it on Nextdoor. You hear that weird noise? And also that Rainforest Cafe is murdering people. How dare you speak so ill of a local business? Next door. And then someone says something racist.
They've been a local staple for literally tens of years.
I've been there so many times. I've never been murdered.
And good genes. So
Well,
Great.
some places carry a reputation of like being rude or mean to customers, right? That's like a whole thing.
yeah.
It's like, oh, if you like this type of place, this is 5 out of 5. You got to go here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's a hoagie place near here they're just mean. I've never had a nice experience. Good hoagies.
That's it. Okay. So we've got a little bit of time left. So this is where we would just iterate, right? Do we want to go one more time around the next group of adventurers, and then
Yeah.
Sure.
we should have time for doing this one more round, please. Let's see how many adventures we roll. We
Right,
rolled
if
a
it's
lot
like
last time.
13. that might
Yeah,
take
yeah.
while,
If it's a
but-
lot, then that's definitely going to be it. But
You
Andy,
always
would you
cut
like?
it in half if it's a big
Yeah.
number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Would you like to roll?
+3, is that right?
+3.
Okay, a more manageable party of 5.
Party of 5. All right.
Starring someone. Jessica Biel. That was 7th Heaven.
Nailed it.
Okay, let's draw a card. 10 of Cups. Who do we want to start with this time?
Sure, I'll do it.
All right. Soup. A content Fletcher.
I know what that person does. Clearly, they fletch.
They definitely flexed.
That's the old schooly term for flex. So they're very confident and arrogant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An 8 and a 5.
Oh, okay. 8 and a 5. An 8, all that glitters. A 5, an open chest, gleaming with green light.
Uh huh. Try and roll hard not to interpret the other meaning of chest.
Ah! Oh my
Open,
goodness.
festering corpse. It's glowing.
Yeah. It's got a glowing green light in it.
Nice. Nice. Is this something that happened to the Fletcher, or is that something that's in the dungeon?
Mm.
Okay. We want to give the Fletcher a name so we can figure out what the. I feel like they've just been added to the dungeon, whether they like it or not.
Let's see. Let's go with George Wheatwhirl.
George Wheatwhirl.
Mhm.
Open chest, green light. Poor George. All right, Liz. Let's go around the circle. See what we got for you. Queen of Pentacles. This is a predictable accountant.
Oh boy. I rolled a 5 and an 8.
Whispers from the shadows. Their own thoughts echoed back to them.
I think the practical accountant would see Emma and all her competency and be like, I'm into that.
Oh, so their thoughts echoing back are like their thoughts are like I could be in on this. This seems like this capitalism that's happening here is something that I'm into.
It's just a well-run establishment. Emma's been keeping up with all the pricing and merch and being able to be cost effective but still bring good quality in. This is an all around well-run business.
What's the predictable accountant's name?
Debbie Roots.
Oh, I feel like she's going to become some unnatural part of the forest and the algae and stuff. But okay, all right. Andy,
God.
let's see what we got for you. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. A verbose wheelwright.
Okay.
Gotta write those wheels.
A 4 and a 5.
Baleful curses. Here we go. A small flame that can never be extinguished.
Convenient for all the moisture from the Rainforest Cafe. Okay.
Too bad that didn't come up in the last one. It could have been a birthday party candle.
One of
I was
those.
Maybe
thinking
it's
one of
left
those
over.
like little keychain flashlights.
Oh, it could be.
It's just a flashlight from like modern times, and they're just like, it never extinguishes. Some giant like Scooby Doo one. It runs on like 8D batteries and dies in 15 minutes. Amazing.
I was gonna say, I was going the route of thinking that was a birthday candle left over from the last party, and the flame doesn't extinguish.
And now it's
until,
Bo because he'll never blow it
until
out.
until Brolboth dies.
Oh no, yeah, that one. We're doing that one.
It's just like on a cupcake on a pedestal somewhere deep
It's
within
like-
the
yeah.
cave.
Yeah, and the dungeon's like, this is the one person that lived, by the way. This is our-
Only they
our
can
memory to-
extinguish the flame.
Yeah. And all you hear is little kids' giggles all around it as you go up to it. What's our wheelwright's name?
Javelin.
Awesome.
It's like Evelyn with a J.
Or like javelin with an Evelyn.
Or, yes. Happy birthday. Javelin Green.
All right. All right, Soup, let's get you somebody here.
Uh-huh.
A luxurious spinster.
Okay.
Interesting. Oh, a 6 and a 2.
Our first six. Torrents of sorrow. 2. Battling a horde of animate corpses.
I mean, yeah. The former birthday party come
They're
to
a horde
life
of corpses
probably.
now?
Yeah.
God.
All the skeletons from the prize wall start to animate a little bit.
What's our luxurious spinster's name?
Let's go with Rudella.
Rudella. Well, Rudella had a bad trip in spinstering their way in and running into a horde of corpses. Okay, last party member. Liz, 7 of Cups. A seeking pensioner.
King pensioner? Oh.
Mhm.
Like a retiree?
Oh, good. First party was all young people. This one's all old people. Great.
Yeah.
It's all the grandparents. What happened to our babies?
Okay.
Either that or they're there for the early bird special.
Oh.
Oh, you can eat pizza and beer. Never turn down a deal, Winifred.
I have a coupon.
I rolled a 3 and a 2.
Horrible beauties. 2. An ivory hair comb.
Ooh. We got one of the little combs from the prize wall.
The prize
Traded in
one?
all their teeth.
Oh my god. They traded in all their teeth for the for the hair comb. Oh my god. All right.
I like this economy we've created.
Yeah, what kind of capitalism is this? Oh my
I mean,
lord. All right.
if she's a pensioner, she could just take out her like teeth, trade it in for a
Okay.
comb, and then put
Okay.
another set back in.
Oh, she has a backup set.
She
you're
has a
saying.
backup set, yeah.
Okay, okay. What's our pensioner's name?
What's an old lady name? Mildred, Foxworth.
Okay. Mildred Foxworth. Okay. Which one of you, Liz did this last time, but which one of you would like to roll to see how many percentage of these people succumb to the dungeon?
I want Liz to do it again.
All right, Liz, give us a
Alright.
roll.
3.
30%. Okay.
A group of 5,
got
that's not
5
great
people.
either.
So one person for sure is going to be, they're not making it out. And a second person is going to lose about 50% of themselves, however we want to interpret that.
I mean, Mildred already lost her teeth.
Mildred did lose her teeth. I don't know if that's 50% of her. So which one do we not want to make it out? So we got George. Oh, well, George with the open chest.
Yeah.
But yeah, George is a goner.
Yeah, okay.
George has for sure joined the dungeon
So
horde.
George is, yeah, he's definitely part of the decoration now. Well,
He's
so
a
with
black,
Debbie
though.
Roots, Debbie Roots was interested. She's our accountant. She's interested in joining the business. That could be a 50%.
You just got to give up your soul. That's 50% of you. Like, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
So Debbie Roots isn't necessarily there all the time, but she has to come back and do like the accounting for the business, and like has to. So she's tied to the place now, right?
she's like a contractor.
Yeah.
A real warlock.
Interestingly enough, the other folks made it out. Jevelyn, Rudella, Mildred. Mildred got a comb.
Only cost her a set of teeth.
Rudella survived the birthday party. Okay. Cool. Oh, did Jevelyn take the birthday candle with her?
Evens, yes. Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah. What is it? Brolith has to like track her down.
Don't know what that's going to mean, but okay. All right, let's do a round of fallow. So they're gone. They're carrying with them the scars and signs of their time in our deceitful chambers. What bright thing did they leave behind?
That glowing chest.
Yeah.
Oh,
That open.
it is
glowing
literally
chest.
bright.
Yeah.
So how have we turned its brightness into corrupting shadow?
Sorry.
Well,
I mean, Wade would probably put out like a sign to like a photo booth type thing. Or it's like take a picture with our glowing chest.
take a picture with George. And
So
his
it's a
glowing
capitalism
chest.
photo booth opportunity, right? And then I imagine things could happen. Stuff comes out of the chest and grabs people and pulls it in, or God knows
Yeah,
what, right?
like there's like
Okay.
now glowing hermit crabs in there, just like that come out periodically to like scurry over
Oh.
people and maybe eat them.
Well,
But
So in the years since this group, who or what has taken up residence inside of the passage? Now we have glowing crabs,
Mm-hmm. Of varying sizes.
right? Are they like radioactive? They're like the necrotic shroud crabs. It's like, oh, if you're within 5 feet of a necrotic crab, you take X damage per round.
I imagine it's more if they've just been eating like the glowy algae, so over time,
Oh, okay. Okay. So it looks like it could be harmful, but it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, crabs have those little pinchy things, so they can pinch real hard,
They're not
That's true.
entirely harmless.
What did the new resident add to your structure? So what did the glowing crabs add, or what price did we extract from them? I guess
mean-
this also could apply to Debbie Roots as well.
Yeah, Debbie Roots did a very big hostile takeover. And I think as Andy put in chat, she started selling NFTs.
Okay. So we're selling NFTs now.
Non-fungus tokens.
Yeah, because there's the
Oh.
fungus tokens, which have unlock a certain prize wall, and then there's a non-fungus token, which unlock all the good stuff.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
It's unregulated though, so it could collapse at any moment.
Yeah,
Right.
There's
lots
no
of,
there's no
Sure.
fail safe for it.
Yeah.
So
It's,
a lot
yeah.
of kids are just scamming their way, like they're cheating kids with the fungus tokens out of everything.
So it's like capitalism itself is becoming even darker and something different, right? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
evolving to its final form.
there's also
Okay.
no security in it, so somebody can steal your fungus tokens or your non-fungus tokens at any time, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Oh my god. All right. All right.
There's no receipts, so
no.
So has this changed the boundaries of our dungeon at all? Is there anything we need to add or modify about the dungeon itself?
I mean a new prize wall. For
Yeah.
the non-fungus tokens.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Probably like further in the cave, you have to actually like go down there into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how kids are scamming everybody. They're like saying, "Oh, we'll give you non-fungus tokens, or we'll trade you our non-fungus tokens for your fungus tokens if you go into the prize wall and get our stuff for us." But then all those kids die, and they just take the non-fungus tokens and go.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
I think so.
Okay.
What is
All
a
right.
whole new prize wall not enough for you, Garrett? No.
No. It might be too much in some ways. Just this giant prize wall section. Oh my god. This is one
Unfair.
dungeon I don't think I would want to go into if I were an adventurer, but
Well, see, it just starts off as a trip to the Rainforest Cafe, and then it changes into something
It-
more.
becomes something different really, really quickly. I imagine people walk into the shop and they're like, "Oh, what a nice little shop! Look at these little like cheap ass urns." We're like, "Okay, let's go downstairs and eat. I'm hungry." And as soon as you get down into the cellar, you're like, "Oh, where the hell did I? What awful corner of the world did I stumble into?" And then events just take off from there.
It's like accidentally stumbling into an escape room.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, what percentage of us are gonna make it out alive? Oh, God.
But you get your name up on the wall if you make it out.
Oh,
Only
do
like
you?
2 people
Oh,
on the
that's
wall.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 people's names up there then. That's nice. Maybe they all get little memorials. So there's one with Brolbuff had the candle. I'm thinking Mildred, she got out, so her teeth are up somewhere as a memorial.
Yeah.
Right? Rudella the spinster, I don't know what we would leave behind with her.
She was a luxurious spinster, so she probably would have had like one of those
jewelry.
stoles. Yeah.
Oh,
jewelry.
yeah. Like a stole.
Oh, okay. That came off
Something
during
that-
the battle with a horde of corpses.
Yeah. She just raged about someone spilling a little bit of blood on her stole, and she just lost it and killed everybody. Killed all the undead.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. All right, so we can stop there. We can go one more round. It's up to you guys. I know we're getting a little bit close.
That one was pretty quick, but yeah, it's up to y'all.
I mean, I'm okay. I thought Andy had our heart out.
I do have a heart out at 11. If we do another, I mean that took like 20 minutes. So if we do like another, if we just preset to a smaller group,
Reset the party limit.
yeah, like
What do you
I'm
wanna
totally
do?
good. Yep.
Like 3 folks, 6 folks tops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Liz, would you like to start us off?
Okay.
Okay. 10 of Pentacles, an impoverished guide.
A 3 and a 10.
3 and a 10. 3 horrible beauties. 10 a fine crystal goblet.
Related to the chalice from earlier.
Yeah, with all the new business, Wade was able to upgrade the chalices. So now they have like a little on-off switch in the handle, so you can see it glow up.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, I have one of those from Lord of the Rings. It has Gandalf on it. It was from Burger King.
I got one from I think a Disney cruise. It's like a little Mickey mug.
Oh, nice.
So I'm thinking, why an impoverished guide? Is this somebody that's guiding a new group into this thing because it's gotten a reputation and people want to be led there now?
Is it like Brolbarth, who's come back?
Oh, we're
To-
coming full circle.
Yeah, become a tour guide.
Okay. Okay. Roboth Single Spear's back as a guide.
And impoverished, so it's like, oh, he went out into the world, lost all his money, and he had to move back into the one place where he was like famous.
Oh my
He
god.
got involved in NFTs and
And he
took
he
all
got
his money.
another
Oh,
crystal
no.
goblet, so he's got 2 now? Oh my lord. That's Roboth's existence. Good
my whole
lord.
family was
All right.
murdered at this rainforest cafe, and all I got was crystal goblet.
I got 2 goblets. All right, Andy, 8 of Swords. A self-aggrandizing tailor.
Okay. Big full of himself, Taylor. Oh, double 9s.
9s, that can't be good. Wonders beyond reckoning. The
Oh.
ability to make anyone believe their words.
Oh, that's helpful for a self-aggrandizing Taylor.
So it's Garrick from Deep Space Nine.
I was gonna say it was like when Kanye West tried to sell all those white T-shirts for like $300.
Absolutely.
And now everybody still loves Kanye West.
Exactly.
Even though he said slavery was a choice or whatever.
Well, and he's super anti-Semitic, but and everybody hates him now.
So our tailor's name is Kanye.
Is Yay? It's I don't want to get sued.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's Wheezy.
Jesus.
It's well, now I can't get. Okay, it's Drake, someone different. It's let's say Wheezy. It's Wheezy.
Wheezy. All right, Wheezy. Wheezy the tailor. Anyone to believe their words. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know how that's going to come up. Let's keep going. 6 of Pentacles. All right, Soup. Let's see.
They're using it to sell
a
shirts.
generous tavern keeper.
Oh. I got a 10. and a 6.
Okay. The stuff of endless nightmares. Having to walk through a chamber of endless fire.
Uh-huh. So it's probably the part of the sea cave where they keep all the endless burning birthday candles. You got to keep them all in one spot, otherwise it's a fire hazard. So
I was thinking it was the Rainforest Cafe's version of the ball pit.
that
Where
too.
you jump in and you get stuck and you can't get out and it's just endless fire. And you're like, why can't I get out of the ball pit?
Yeah, I like that better.
That's me going back into my subconscious of times at Chuck E. Cheese.
It's like the ball pit from TwitchCon where everybody was like getting their back broken and shit.
Yeah. Okay, what's our generous tavern keeper's name?
Leona.
Oh.
Leona Flame, sure.
Oh. Make it ironic, sure, why not?
Yeah.
All right, let's go one more round. So, Liz, let's do Star. Star is a devout beggar.
Oh. I rolled a 5 and a 2.
All right. Whispers from the shadows. A 2 is the final breath of a dying child.
Oh no.
Great. Just great.
A devout beggar. I guess I think since the company's grown so big, it's gonna be like sort of like how Disney World is now, where everything's starting to like fall apart because they're sort of not they're not doing the upkeep like they used to. Like Emma's off expanding the business, and Debbie only shows up every once in a while. So it's like, oh, things are starting to fall apart, and that the children's laughter you can hear throughout the cave is starting to like wheeze, and so now it just sounds like sighing.
It's a broken down effect, yeah. All that moisture's not good for the ride parts. It's why Pirates is always broken.
Oh,
You gotta you gotta make sure to get the maintenance plan on your children's laughter throughout
Yeah.
your
yeah, on their disembodied giggles. Yeah. Yeah, an insurance plan, absolutely. Does our devout beggar have a name, Liz?
Gregory, what's his name?
Oh, what's his name?
Gil, what's his name?
All right, Andy, last round for you, sir. Queen of Swords. A complicated worshipper.
Okay. 8 and 6. Complicated worshiper.
8. All that glitters. 6. A jade puzzle box. Oh boy. Found their way to the prize room and got something that.
Made your way to the non-fungus token prize wall.
Mhm.
Oh, that was what we came up with, by the way, while you were out.
Oh,
It's the
is NFTs are non-fungus tokens?
non-fungus tokens.
Okay, yeah.
And there's kids down here running a racket on the
Non-fun-
the fungus token to non-fungus token exchange.
Right. You need to get your cryptic wallet up to date for your non-fungusable tokens.
Yeah, and it's an unregulated form of capitalism, which is a separate evil. It's like
Right.
an evil becoming something else even entirely. Right.
It's funding all these sort of crypto fascist movements. Yeah, I understand.
It's like
It's obviously it's where I want to put all my savings.
Yeah.
all right.
Let's say Victor,
Victor. Okay.
and they were a
Complicated worship.
complicated worshiper. Devout was the last one. Complicated worshiper. Okay, so maybe they think the the jade puzzle box has some secret of their god in it, and they steal it because they're
really just your cryptic
complicated.
wallet.
It's really it's filled with nothing. It turns out that because crypto's nothing.
What?
And you're burning down the rainforest to do it. At least I can hold $1. I'm sorry. Games shouldn't be political or whatever we usually say.
Yeah, keep your politics out of my fantasy dungeon,
Yeah.
okay?
we did introduce capitalism as part of the evil here, so
Yes.
you know,
I wear my
shame on all of us.
Yes. I'm sorry I got so real world or whatever. Whatever the problem is. I think we wear our politics on our sleeve here. I don't think we're too subtle about it.
What?
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Soup, last one. Haughty Wizard.
Haughty wizard.
Haughty Wizard.
Haughty
Hotty. Haughty Wizard.
Oh, I think you said party wizard.
Hey.
And I thought we were back to the children's event with a party wizard.
I got a 9 and a 10.
Oh, all right. Uh-oh. 9, Wonders Beyond Reckoning. A 10, the object of their deepest, most secret desires.
All right, so this haughty wizard, it's actually Hottie. So it's Megan the Mare is the wizard's name.
Okay.
And an object of their utmost desire. Well, since this dungeon is kind of going into disrepair and the everything like that, maybe it's the object is a contract to take over the Rainforest Cafe, and Megan the Wizard is wanting to expand into this, make it a part of her global empire.
Wow, that mean for Wade? Boy.
I mean, I think Wade would probably just sell out.
Yeah, he's like, oh, this is the way out of this mess. Okay, we got to make the roll to see how many of these fine folk make it out. Is this Liz again?
Gotta be.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Oh.
10%. So 10%
Okay.
have to, are stuck in the dungeon. Okay. So that's 10% of 6. Is that 0.6 of a person?
So just somebody
so-
left most of themselves behind.
Yeah, somebody left most of themselves behind. Who is it? So did Brawl both get out with his second goblet?
I mean, I think he's just a salaried employee at this point.
So that's the most of them that got left behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So did everybody else make it out? Wheezy, Fiona Flame. She survived the endless fire pit. The
Yeah.
vault? Okay. All right.
Really high dexterity.
You wouldn't expect it from a tavern owner, but
Nah. You gotta dodge all those beer bottles thrown at you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's carry that into our last follow then, and we'll finish up. So, what bright thing was left behind by them?
Besides the ever flame ball pit.
Yeah, I feel like that was a natural extension of the boundary of
Yeah.
the dungeon. I'm not sure that that's
Yeah.
something they left behind.
Maybe the bright future of this place under Megan's new management.
Okay, so if they left the future of the essentially the dungeon itself behind, how have we then taken that and turned its brightness into corrupting shadow? Besides adding the ball pit.
I mean,
think
the
it's,
ever looming shadow of capitalism will
Yeah.
come for us all. So.
I mean, I think it's like a huge money sink because at this point where it's like, oh, all the stuff that's left to like rot and come into disrepair, it's like she's gonna be paying this off for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So you've financially ruined Megan the Mayor.
Yeah.
Okay. So has anybody else taken up residence inside of our Desperate Passages?
I mean, Broloth's back.
Roboth, yeah. Oh my god. What an existence for Broboth. He's just like, I imagine he's just like, he got his two goblets and he's just probably on a throne somewhere and just like, he looks like he's part of the decoration, but he's actually still like in existence.
He's just staring at the candle from his birthday
Yeah.
parties, singing happy birthday
God.
to himself as the ever fading laughter
Wheezes.
wheezes around him.
Oh, what an addition. Wow. Well, I think we knew what that new resident added to the structure, and the price that we extracted from them, I don't know if there's a greater one. God, lady.
It came full circle, you know.
Yeah, it
It's
came
a good
full
place to
circle.
end off on.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. We created a dungeon. We are the dungeon. This is us. Completely different show than the more popular This Is Us. This is us. This dungeon is us.
We are an official spin-off of This Is Us.
You have to watch this stream
It's
to be
in
able to get
canon.
what's going on in that show.
Yeah.
So
I know.
should
sure.
probably watch this a couple of times
Yeah.
to make sure.
And then every other episode we've ever had on this channel is also a spin-off of This Is Us.
Yeah.
It's all canon. We play with timelines. Sterling K. Brown's here. I wish. I'm always thinking about Sterling K. Brown, though, so it counts.
pretty much the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. Physical presence and thinking of somebody is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Hey, you all did a great job today. Thanks
You
to
did a
Tracy
great
Barnett
job.
again for
You did a great
game.
job, Garrett.
Well, I only pulled the sickness out of your minds and put it down onto paper. That was my role here.
Did you get down with the sickness though?
I did. Ooh, ah, ah, ah.
If you weren't going to do it, I was.
That's also another sound for the dungeon, but that's for another time. All right. Well, I don't know. Andy, it's over to you. What wise words do you have for us to finish this thing up?
Let's see. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. We got a bunch of them. Garrett runs Odyssey of the Dragon Lords normally, but as mentioned at the very beginning of the stream, Beyond the Wall is kind of similar in tone to this, especially episode 0, the village and character creation. If you enjoyed this, please go check that out. We had a really fun Doctor Who creation stream on Wednesday. That's on our YouTube as well, youtube.com/God of Roads, run by Liz, featuring all of us still. Let's see. Wednesday is Grace Fall, episode 21. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. And then Dragon Lord should be back in a couple weeks. Shattered Kingdoms will be back in a couple weeks. Lots of fun stuff happening. Join us, won't you? I can't tell you to vote anymore. You should have done that already.
Hey, joining us is as fun as joining this Rainforest Cafe. You never know what's going to happen.
Right.
It could be forever. You never know.
Excitement around every corner.
Although it turns out it's only good at killing kids.
If you're young, be careful. You
Yeah.
may not want to join. Otherwise, you end up with 2 chalices and staring at your candle.
Like you do.
But you'll hear your friends' whispers forever. Silver lining.
Have a great day, everybody. Have a fun. Have a good time.
Have fun.
I won't be silenced and so forth.